Hey YouTube, this is WJ, and welcome to my world. Today I gotta go scout some locations today. I wanted to do some scouting today, and I had to come over here to the restaurant depot so I can show them my business license because they said they didn't have it on file. So I want to give them a copy of that, make sure I can still come here and get my food. I might as well go ahead and fill out for my renewal for my business license too. I have that paperwork as well. I got to stop and get some stamps because I also have to send my county, every time I operate in my county, there's a food tax. So I have to pay that as well. I did operate one day in January in my county, so I got to pay them the little 4% food tax on that. Yeah, they tax us for everything. But that's on the agenda today. I got to run by the bank, and then I had two locations that I wanted to go scout at to see if they will allow food trucks. Because that's really my problem right now. I need locations. Oh, I'm sitting right here in front of it. Lowe's. So I'm gonna go talk to Lowe's to see if they will allow lunch trucks at their locations. Not this particular Lowe's because they have food around here, but at the same time, even if I can sit in front of any Lowe's, it would be good. They were kind of used to that thing. If you remember back when, I think it was Dominic's was the food trailer that was sitting outside of Lowe's. They were a staple at Lowe's for a long time, and only a few locations actually have a Dominic's still sitting out there. I think the one in the city of Richmond, I think they have a Dominic's, but past that, nobody else has any type of food sitting outside their facility, which kind of leaves the door open for the rest of us. Hopefully they're still open to that. So that's the goal today. I'm gonna do some scouting, and I guess we'll see what we find out today. But I'm gonna run up in here and go show them my business license. Whew. Okay, so that was quick, fast, and in a hurry. She just printed off a copy of it and put it in my file. It's just to make sure. Well, they're a wholesaler, so the prices are so much better. Like, for instance, my brioche buns that I get, if I got them at Walmart or a Target, a grocery store, Kroger's or something, I get 8 for like $3 or something like that. I'm not even gonna talk about the prices, but I get them I get more for cheaper here. The chicken that I get, it's expensive, but I get a lot of it. So yeah, the prices are so much better here when I come here. But Sam's Club and BJ's actually can compete on some prices. Like I just got my last set of hamburger buns from Sam's Club, and they're not bad. I do like brioche, but I like regular style hamburger buns as well. So I got a different style of hamburger bun. And they actually are pretty good too. So some things they can compete on, some things they can't. I actually got to look at the sodas here because Food Line is killing it right now with their deals. You can't beat the deal that Food Line's giving right now. So, but if they give a better deal when it comes to the sodas, then I'll come up here and get theirs too. So on to the next location. I'm gonna go to the bank, and then while I'm on that side of town, that's the location that I need to go check out the other two companies that I've seen off the highway. One is a school, and the other is like a Red Cross facility that does, I don't even know what they do there, but it has a Red Cross symbol on it. So I assume it's something to do with hospitals and doctors and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and head over there. Just came from the bank. Now I'm on my way to the Lowe's that's closest to me to see if I could speak with a manager to see if they will allow lunch trailers on any particular day of the week, or maybe every other week, whatever form or fashion it takes. You won't know until you try, so I'm gonna go try. Ooh, my seat is hot, super hot. It feels so good. It's warm seats. I just want to lay back, go to sleep. And it sucks out here. This weather is horrible. I just can't wait for spring. So that's my biggest crutch right now is locations. I only have 2 solid locations that I can go to on a regular basis. If I had 5, possibly 10, I want 10. That's the goal. I want 10 solid locations. And I think with 10, I can really, when I come around, I want people to eat what I'm serving. So I don't want to oversaturate them with the same food, because nobody eats the same food every single day. So there's no need to act like I'm a restaurant and sit in the same location every single day. But yeah. So hopefully Lowe's has some good news and they would allow, it might be on the weekend, I'll have to see. Hopefully it's not, because I'd rather have weekday locations. But hopefully they say, yeah, you guys, hopefully they say they wouldn't mind a lunch trailer setting up in their location. The unfortunate thing is where I'm at, the Lowe's that is closest to me is actually in a shopping center. So there's actually plenty of food around there. But maybe they can get, there's another Lowe's that's not too far from, probably like 5 or 6 miles away. And theirs is not in a shopping center. So between the 2 of them, maybe one of them will allow me to serve the public at their location. So here I am at the Lowe's parking lot, and even though there's a lot of shopping around here, it still would be convenient for people to get food while they're right here, because they might not want any of the shopping, because there's actually a lot of shopping over here. A lot of food eateries over here. And then we got this big new T-Mobile building that they created. This is going to be a call center for T-Mobile. So it's actually going to be, I don't know exactly how many, 200 or so employees that's going to be in that call center. So if you end up working at this T-Mobile center, you've got access to a lot of food right here. You got Zaxby's, Firehouse Subs, you have McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, not Arby's, Fridays. Fridays is over here. Grocery stores, I mean, there's a lot over here. But still, people sometimes don't want to eat the same thing. They might want to come to a lunch trailer or lunch truck and eat from what that has to offer. People might not still want the same thing. Sometimes they want to come to a lunch trailer just for the sake that it's sitting right there in front of their property. So actually, when they open, I am going to speak to them when they finally open this building, because it's convenient. It's even more convenient than getting in your car or having to walk, because if you walk, you won't make your lunch break. It's not terribly close. You will have to drive, and this area is the main shopping center on this side of town, so there are usually a lot of cars over here. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and head inside and see if I can talk to a manager about setting up, and I'll get back to you. It's still a little cold out there. It's supposed to actually warm up by the end of the week, which is good, because I'm gonna go out Thursday and Friday, because I didn't go out today. So I talked to one of the managers in there. She said there's 3 Lowe's in my location in Richmond metro area that actually still has Dominick's, but as far as the other locations, they don't have anything. So she said call corporate, which I figured that. I figured I'd have to call corporate, but while I was out, I just wanted to go ahead and talk to one of the local locations to actually see what they say. So I'm gonna call corporate. I got to get their number to call them and see what they say. I'm actually gonna go ahead and look up that number right now, see what I can find out.
Our offices are closed at this time. Our normal office hours are 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Monday through Friday, Eastern Time. If you know the extension number of the person you are calling, press 1 now.
It's
Or
Tuesday.
call again during regular office hours. Thank you for calling Lowe's Companies.
Well, okay. It's Tuesday, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know. They need a better message because that's not accurate, or it's accurate for them, but if they're closed, they should have a better way of saying so, or another number to call. They actually should have another number to call or something, because it's Tuesday, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 1:55 in the afternoon, so I'm well within business hours, but they don't say anything about their offices being closed or anything. So I guess I'll have to try another route to get in contact with these people. Alrighty. It's past lunchtime and I'm kind of hungry myself, so I gotta go get me something to eat. The snow needs to melt. It's supposed to be 50 degrees later on this week, so that should help facilitate this snow melting. I have another location that I'm gonna call, but I'm not gonna call till after the 5th because that's when the lady said that her office manager, who happens to not be a nice lady, that's when she is actually, I guess, moving on from the position. It's a nice Ford. So yeah, so I figured it's almost a better way for me. Instead of me driving around to try and find locations, I'm just gonna have to get on the map and start calling these places. And then on top of that, a lot of these places have a no soliciting sign outside. So instead of me going to the place, maybe I can call them and try and get to the right person. I still have to go to the hospitals. I still haven't heard back from the hospitals. The one that I used to go to for physical therapy, I still haven't heard from that. That's Ortho, Virginia. They have roughly at least 100, 150 people in the building. And there's probably 200-300 people that go in and out the building on a daily basis. So, I mean, it'll be a lovely location to set up. If I can go there at least every other week, that would be nice. I still need a cooler too, so I'm looking for a decent sized cooler, nothing too big. I found one at Sam's Club, but for the price, it's not big enough. It's a very good price. It's an Igloo, but it's not big enough. I need one just a little bit bigger. But at the same time, it might actually work. Because I don't need much. If I stand everything up, then I don't need much in the way of how much extra food I have. But I'd like to have a cooler with even more extra food, so just in case I'm really out there and it's like, okay, there's gonna be 200 or 300 people, I can serve 200 or 300 people. I just gotta have a cooler to house the extra food. And the refrigerator and the freezer can hold the majority of what I'm actually gonna be using at that any particular time. The plan later is to get a tonneau cover, a hard tonneau cover for the truck, so I can keep napkins, trays, everything extra in the back of this truck. All the stuff that you use to actually hold a meal, I can put in the back of this truck, no problem. It's got an 8-foot bed, so I got more than enough space. I just gotta have some way to secure it. So as soon as I get that tonneau cover, which hopefully I can get it soon. The thing is $1,000 for this particular truck, and I don't feel like spending that type of money right now without the trailer purchasing that tonneau cover for the truck. So you got to be smart about your purchases. So until then, I'm kind of stuck with how much I can actually carry on the trailer without it being in the way of operation. And then once I get the tonneau cover, then I can change operation so things aren't in the way as much.